okay, this is what's going on with me. This is how I need help. Can you help me? And they're like, okay, I can do that for you. And not, well, I hear what you're saying, but I kind of want to help you this way because I feel more comfortable doing this. We're not talking about those people because they're thinking about themselves. When you're reaching out for support and help so that you can be physically and mentally healthy, we don't want the people who are going to give you a hard time or who are going to say, this is how I want to help you. No, this is how you need help. And those are the type of people that you want in your ecosystem. Welcome to another unapologetic mommy moment inside of the MommyHood.
You caught me in the act.
Mommy Moments. This episode is sponsored by Thrive After 9, a community and support system for moms who are coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs supporting each other in a positive, safe, judgment-free zone of other like-minded women getting things done to thrive in your home and business. To find out more, go to www.thriveafter9.com. Hey there, and welcome to Mommy Moments, a segment of Unapologetically MommyHood, where we focus on things that every mom can use, relate to, and apply to thrive in their home and business. So, this segment today, we're going to be talking about building a support ecosystem so that you could thrive in your home and your business, right? So, building a support ecosystem. When we were doing the 7 things I wish I knew before becoming a mommy, I talked about making sure you have a support system and the importance of a support system so that you don't make it to the point where you're ready to break down, you're about to be burned out, you're headed for depression, you feel like you can't do it anymore, whether it is be a mom, whether it is your business, you feel like you're ready to give up one or the other or both. You've gotten to the point where you just can't do it anymore. We don't want you to get there. So today we're going to be talking about building a support ecosystem, and we're going to actually see it. So what a support ecosystem is, it's a system of people, places that you can use for support when you need it and how you need it. And because you're building this support ecosystem, you're able to put in place everyone you need and you know will help you in the way that you need it. So let's talk about that for a second. Now, when we say help in the way that you need it, we mean when you're asking for help, you're able to tell this person or it's someone that you know that when you say I need help and this is how I need help, they're not going to say, yeah, but this is how I'd like to help you because blah, 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 blah. Not that type of person. You're able to put people in place when you say, okay, this is what's going on with me. This is how I need help. Can you help me? And they're like, okay, I can do that for you. And not, well, I hear what you're saying, but I kind of want to help you this way because I feel more comfortable doing this. We're not talking about those people because they're thinking about themselves. When you're reaching out for support and help so that you can be physically and mentally healthy, we don't want the people who are going to give you a hard time or who are going to say, this is how I want to help you. No, this is how you need help. And those are the type of people that you want in your ecosystem. So let's go ahead and take a look at what an ecosystem is and how you're going to build it out. So this is going to be a little practical for you to say, okay, I need a piece of paper and a pen, or if you have your phone and you can write on it, it's a pen, or whatever device you have, you can write on this pen. Let's actually put this into practice and do it. So first, I'm going to show you my ecosystem that I started building out so that you can understand and we can talk about it. So right here, if you can see my screen, I'm going to make it bigger. So in the middle, you can see my name. Cameasha, that's me. All right. So, um, in the circles around here, you can see that it says different things in different people's names. And so, as we're looking at this ecosystem, we're not just looking at this ecosystem as moms, we're also looking at this ecosystem as entrepreneurs, coaches, and consultants, as moms who own businesses, some bossy moms, right? So, we need help in both areas. How can we utilize the support ecosystem as a mom who is also a business owner? We're not going to separate the two. So I'm going to tell you what I have in my ecosystem and what this looks like and what it means. So I did this ahead of time. All right. So one branch out, I have my mom community in my ecosystem, my significant other, which is my husband right here. You see the hubs right there. Then I have a parent group, my mom friends, and I only put one circle, even though you can list each person out separately as different supports. You don't have to have them all in a group, but I have right now, as a group. Then I have my business coach. Then I have my mastermind that I'm in, and then I have oh, I'm using labels. We'll come back to that because I don't even know what I wrote down for that label. Oh, my personal development community. We're going to have to write that out because I forget. Okay, so my personal development community. Okay. And so what the lines mean. So the hard lines that you see, which you see for the mom community, my husband, my mom friends, the hard lines are the people that you will rely on the most, who would provide the most support, right? And then the dotted lines are people or places or things where you would still be going to for support, but it's less support than your main supports, right? And then out here, you see some blank circles. And what I want you to do is, I want you to make blank circles so that you can write in things that you want that would help support you. So things that you want that would help support you. And the reason I have um, these empty circles is because sometimes we've started building support community, but there's other things that we want that could help support us. And it's just we haven't gotten it yet. So I know, and I'm going to fill it in a little bit, and then we're going to do a mock one so I could give some examples of things you might put in yours. So I do know that at some point I would like to get a VA. So I'm going to write VA. And once I get the VA, then um, I might want to connect the line and decide if the VA is going to be somebody I rely on a lot, or the VA is going to be somebody I rely on less than the hard relying on people, right? The hard support. All right. Then I also know that at some point I want to get an in-home childcare. Ooh, I know that I want to get in-home childcare a couple times a week. So I'm going to write that in one of my circles as well. Then I also know that at some point I want to add in some things like some spa type things. And I'm saying that because it's for self-care. And it was things that I would do a couple times a month just to relax, right? And I'm not doing that right now. And I'm like, what are some things I can add in that are going to help with mental health, physical health, and nutrition, right? So, another thing that I know that I want to add in is I would like to start going back to acupuncture because that helped my physical body a lot, right? So, especially with all the movement, carrying a heavy child up and down the stairs, my 19-month-old is pretty heavy. He's pretty tall and heavy. He's 30 pounds. and I'm carrying him up and down the stairs a lot. I'm picking him up, putting him down. So I'm doing a lot of moving, and I know that acupuncture helped before. So I like to go back to acupuncture for physical health, right? And then one of the things I want to do for nutritional help is that I would like to do meal prep. I would like to get help with some meal prep, right? So those are things that would help. I do know that, so we have some business help on here. I have um, a VA that I would like to get later. I have a business coach. I'm in a mastermind. I'm in a personal development community that all helps with my business, right? Another thing that I would like to do is add into my support ecosystem would be um, Thrive After 9, which is it's a support community for moms, right? A support community for moms to get together, work together, support each other in their home and business. And it's right now in the founders phase. And I would like to build that out and build it out some more. So that's one of the things that's in the support ecosystem and a part of a lot of other moms' support ecosystem. All right. So that's why that is in my inner circle, right? So, and as I think of more things, I'll just keep adding them in, things that can help me feel supported in my home and in my business. And as those things come, I'll add them in. And as I think of things that could help me be better in my home or better in my business, I will also write them in the outer circles that are just now being filled in. And as I get them, I will start connecting the dots. So, what we're going to do now, really quickly, is I'm going to go over to a blank sheet and kind of show you what this looks like. So, let's get a new sheet. So, in your circle, so you're going to write your name. Write your name first, because when I wrote the circle first, it was way too big. So write your name first. So I'm going to put my imaginary person here is Kayla, and there's her circle. And so in her, and don't judge me about these outer circles. You know, it don't have to be perfect. Just put your circles. You know what I mean? Put your circles. Just put them everywhere. It doesn't have to look pretty. Well, if you want it to look pretty, it can look pretty, but it doesn't have to look pretty. It's about getting it done and having it be functional. Okay, so Kayla has her support ecosystem and she's starting it up and she's thinking about different people that could be in her circle. So maybe she thinks maybe one of her parents, so maybe her mom or dad could be in there. Then maybe her significant other, wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, whoever might be a part of that support ecosystem. Maybe, just maybe, she has a family member like a great aunt, an uncle, or grandma, grandpa, somebody in the family who she really thinks will provide that support. Remember, we're looking for people and places that supply the support that we need, not the support that they want to give, but that we actually need. Maybe that looks like spirituality, that looks like a pastor, maybe a minister, an imam, whatever relates to you. You have that person in your support ecosystem. Maybe you have a business coach. Maybe. Maybe you have a personal development coach that you utilize. Maybe you already have a VA and they're in your support ecosystem. Maybe you have a nanny and they're in your support ecosystem. Maybe your child attends a school and that's part of your support ecosystem because they support you in the fact that they have your child part of the day. Maybe that's part of your support ecosystem, childcare or school, right? So, And what I'm doing is I'm just writing this out because I want you to see that um it could be anybody or any place that supports you in your journey of motherhood and entrepreneurship. So any any person or place that supports you. Maybe you have a trainer that you work out with a few times a week. Maybe you have a trainer. That's part of your support ecosystem, right? They're helping you physically, right? So, physically, mentally, nutritionally, those things that we talked about, that's really important to keep you as a person healthy, to keep you as a person able to keep getting up in every day, working your home, working your business, because your home is work as well, right? You essentially have two full-time businesses that need to be combined together and not separated. And the way to do that is to make sure that you're supported. Support is so important. And then don't forget to add your circles of things you um, would like to have that you don't have. Maybe you don't have a nanny and you like a nanny. Maybe you don't have a VA, but you'd like a VA. Maybe you'd like to eventually have a team and you don't have a team right now. Maybe you're a solopreneur and you're like, if I had a team, I would feel so supported and that would help out a lot, right? So don't um don't mark anything out. If there's something that you want, write it down, because then you can start working on a plan to get to that thing that you want to add to your ecosystem so that you feel even more supported. Now, I hope this was very helpful um, in being able to say, okay, I have some support and I'd like to add some support so that I can be a better and best me as I'm going at my home and my business so that I can thrive in both. And I don't have to feel like I got to give both up or I got to give one or the other up. And I'm getting to the point where I'm burned out, overwhelmed, and I'm just ready to break down and give up, because that's not what we're about. We're about being kick ass moms and business owners as well. We can do both. And with support, we can do it in a way that feels good to us. So I want you to be able to do this in a way that feels good to you. And again, Mommy Moments is sponsored by Thrive After 9, a community for moms to get together and support each other in home and business and life so that we can thrive in all of them. And you can check it out at thriveafter9.com. And as always, if you have questions, if you are trying to build your support ecosystem and you're like, okay, I don't really understand something, or you want to really dive into it, go ahead and send me a message on social media. As you can see, it's at Cameasha RM right below me. Cameasha RM on all outlets: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Clubhouse too. You can send me a message on any one. I will respond. And thank you for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.